tune in, tap in with the kid before I start building on the subject matter for the day. Hopefully y'all having a powerful Thursday, man. Y'all see the topic of this particular stream. Got something I want to get off my chest. Got about 30, 40 minutes to get it off my chest. So hopefully y'all got a few minutes to spare. Build with the kid, man. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to tune in and tap in with the kid before we start going in on this subject matter. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it's about. Y'all pretty much know the type of energy that I'm about to supply. My brother Cap, my brother. What's the word, man? You already know. I already told you I was coming on this joint. Anais, peace. Queen, what's happening? Def Mech 26, peace. Magic Realms, peace. What's the word? The one and only Jess, peace. What's happening? Prodigal Son, peace. What's the word? Don Core, peace. Montel, Deja, peace. Jay's play-by-play, peace. What's the word? Magic Realms, you already know, man. I'm honestly getting tired of Jada Pinkett. Infinite Divinity, Create Strategy, peace. Like, I'm honestly getting tired of her. Point blank, period. And I'm getting tired of the people that come into her defense saying stupid things like we have been so programmed in society to automatically bash the woman when it comes to conversations about relationships. Nope, incorrect, not right and exact. Jada Pinkett is getting that male energy. Jada Pinkett now knows what it feels like to be a man when we speak out and the type of backlash we get when people take our words out of context, or so we may believe. So she getting that energy. We not automatically programmed to bash women when they do these things that Jada Pinkett is doing. Nah, dudes get called out all the time for the same type of things that Jada Pinkett is getting, like that Jada Pinkett is talking about. Dudes get embarrassed, humiliated, talked bad about all the time for things that's even lighter than what Jada Pinkett did. So stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop acting like dudes don't be getting no type of backlash. Stop acting like this is just something that we directing towards women. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Ms. Donnie, peace. Azure, peace. What's the word? Brother, and that's the thing. See, we write it off as therapy, which is very interesting to me because, you know what I'm saying, the old school way, like certain things we kept behind closed doors. I just be feeling like a lot of people be so quick to reveal things to the public when at the end of the day, who is it really helping? At the end of the day, when Jada and Will air out their dirty laundry to the public, who is it really helping? It doesn't seem like it's helping them, honestly. And it's not really helping the public because the public, we just feed off of the ignorance. See, we're not going to take what they talking about and apply it to our lives. We just want to gossip about it. We just want to talk bad about one or the other. So them revealing some of this information to the public, what is it really doing other than generating attention, generating views, all of that type of stuff, man? What is it really doing? What is it really doing? Like, it's certain things that we don't discuss. Like, when you are in a relationship, when you are in a marriage, it's certain topics that I won't discuss. Or I'll be very discreet when I'm out in public so that people can't misinterpret my words. So it's certain things that I'm not even going to touch on when I'm in the public. And I'm talking to somebody and I know a lot of people are viewing it. It's just certain things that I will not talk about. It's certain things that I will not express when I'm talking to the public. Like, the public doesn't need to know everything. And again, like I said, when I was talking about my last stream, when I was talking about we using like that mental health thing as a crutch, like I think we do that with therapy too. It's like, oh, everything is therapy. When she goes out and she airs out the dirty laundry, when Will goes out and airs out it's therapy, it's therapeutic. Come on, man, miss me with that nonsense, man. People be knowing what they are doing at the end of the day. These are entertainers, yo. Like, Jada Pinkett is an actress. Like, she know what she doing when she makes certain statements. She know what type of energy she will receive when she makes certain statements. Man, come on, man. She ain't Listen, I wasn't born yesterday. She could fool everybody else, but she not gonna fool me. She know exactly what she's doing when she makes certain statements. She know the type of energy that she gonna receive. Come on now. She know what type of energy she gonna receive. And we supposed to be sympathetic. We supposed to feel sorry for her. Man, I'm guaranteeing you, it's millions of women and men that are experiencing problems in their relationships, but they not about to go on social media. They not about to go to the public and reveal all of this information because it's not for the public to know. And then this is what's funny about it. This is what's funny about it. Jada Pinkett say some things to the public, talk about certain things in the public, and then get mad at the public for misinterpreting her words. Stop talking about that stuff in public then, man. Stop talking about that stuff in public. You don't have to talk about it in public. There's ways to have therapy outside of talking to the public or revealing certain pieces of information to the public. There are ways to fix your relationship without you letting the whole entire world know what the problems are. That's possible. That is possible. But man, people want to swear up and down that, oh, she's honest, she's expressing herself. If y'all want to believe that, if y'all want to be foolish enough to believe that Jada Pinkett is just honestly expressing herself and there's no motive behind the things that she says, the things that she does, then be my guest and be that fool. But I'm not a fool. I see through it, especially in this industry, man. I see through it. I already know what it's about, man. I already know what it's about, man. That's content right there. That's views, man. That's attention. That's publicity. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping you in the eye of the public. That's keeping you relevant when you start making these comments. And it's like now she's feeding into that role. When the entanglement thing initially came out, it's like, okay, people forgot about me. Let me say something else. Which that entanglement nonsense was garbage in and of itself. She was basically preying on that vulnerable young guy. The dude ain't older than me. You know what I'm saying? She was manipulating that young bull. Now we see how R. Kelly gets dragged through the mud, rightfully so. But what she did, come on, man, I feel like that was, I don't want to say worse or better, like anything like that, but what she did was kind of trash in regards to the young bull who she was manipulating at that time, calling it an entanglement. An entanglement. Like an entanglement. Come on now. Entanglement. That's what she called it. You know what I'm saying? If I came out and I talked about that, and if I did something like that, like just imagine me, if I was 50 and I came out and I was talking to a young lady that I almost had about 20, 25 years, and I talked to them at their most vulnerable moment when they was just emotionally distraught, emotionally corrupted, all of that type of stuff. And I prayed on that. And then it got out to the public and I called it an entanglement. Man, I would come on now. They dragging me through the mud. They dragging me through the mud, yo. I won't be able to live, man. I won't be able to sleep. People like, I told you, these dudes ain't this, that, and the third. These black men ain't this, that, and the third. These black men trash. Like, that's the type of energy that I would receive if I came out and did it and referred to it as an entanglement. So again, Jada Pinkett, we gonna keep the same energy when it's Jada Pinkett. We gonna keep the same energy when it is a woman. You know what I'm saying? We deal in equality. You know what I'm saying? When you do something that's trash, whether you are a man or a woman, we point it out. We deal in equality. We not just gonna be like, oh, I understand where she's coming. No, she gonna get the same energy, because if I did it, it ain't gonna be no entanglement. I'm just a no good, cheating black man. That's what I am. And I'm a predator and all that type of stuff. That's what they gonna call me. So that's what we gonna call her. That's what we gonna call her. Just Peace Queen, what's happening? Oh, brother, for sure. Dude, man, we get caught all type of stuff, man. We get caught all type of stuff for like just basic mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Basic mistakes, they dragging us through the mud. Basic mistakes, like not even things like cheating, just basic mistakes. Like they dragging us through the mud. Basic mistakes, man. Basic mistakes, they dragging us through the mud, and it's like ridiculous. Our brother Malik, oh yeah, Brittany Renner, all them, they getting all that energy. They getting all of that energy. Again, we dealing in equality, getting all of this energy, man. Jada Pinkett need to sit down, be quiet. Like if you and Will are having problems, discuss that behind closed doors. If y'all not having problems, then live happily ever after. We don't want to keep hearing about y'all, man. Seriously, like I don't want to keep hearing about y'all. Like I'm getting tired of them talking about the same old stuff, man. Either y'all gonna either y'all gonna shut up, get this thing fixed behind closed doors, or y'all just gonna live happily ever after. What do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to be? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting tired of y'all revealing everything to the public. It's starting to look like y'all just doing it for attention. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to look like that, man. She need to sit down somewhere. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, like that was wicked. And not only was she, like I said, not the problem. I mean, the dude young, he's a young man, but the fact that he was in a vulnerable state emotionally makes it that much worse in regards to what she did. So not only was he a young bull, but he was vulnerable emotionally. You know what I'm saying? That was at like a low point for him emotionally when she came into the mix. So it's basically you manipulated her. You know what I'm saying? When older men talk to younger women, everybody want to say, well, that's only happening because so that they can manipulate them, so that they can control them. So what is it when a older woman wants to talk to a younger guy? It is the same principle. When a older woman, which is what they call a cougar, when she is preying on young men, that is all manipulation, that is all control. They want to control and deceive and manipulate that young mind. That is the reason why they are preying on them. So it's the same principle. So if we about to say an older man wants to talk to a younger woman so that he can control her or control them, then this same logic applies to when older women seek out young men. They want to control them. It is the same principle. It is the same logic. It's the same logic again. Dealing inequality. Everybody gonna get this same energy. If it's wrong on one end, it's wrong on the other end as well. Point blank, period. It's just wrong all across the board. It ain't right when somebody else do it, and then it's wrong when the other person do it. That's not how we rock and roll. That's not how we rock and roll. Oh, clocks in. Listen, this is what I'm gonna say, because I seen some blog posts talking about why women are sometimes afraid to discuss like sexual preferences and things like that. And I thought to myself, I was like, who in the world wrote this article? Because I'm like, in 2021, what woman is afraid to let you know what she prefers in bed? I said, man, as ratchet, and that's the word I'm gonna use, as ratchet as society is today, there is no, like, I was like, this article must have been written 45 years ago. Because these women have no problem letting you know their preferences in regards to sex. So I was like, who wrote this post? Why are people still acting like in 2021 that women are afraid to let you know what they prefer sexually? Man, I have listen, that's got to be a myth. That's got to be a lie. That's got to be a lie. That has got to be a lie. That has literally got to be a lie. You can go on Facebook right now and you're gonna see some woman talking about what she prefers sexually. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see, all you gotta do is get on social media and you're gonna see it. It's gonna be a bunch of that type of content out here. So what world is, whoever wrote that blog post, what world are they living in? What world are they living in? They don't have no problem putting dudes on blast, especially after the fact. All of a sudden, when you was in a situation with a dude and the situation didn't work out, now all of a sudden, thing was too small, he didn't perform good, but then while you was with him, you wasn't saying any of that. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have no problem putting dudes on blast. They don't have no problem talking about sexual preferences. I see it all the time. So what are people talking about? What are people, please somebody tell me what people are talking about. Women, to me, the women that I've known and seen are very open when it comes to sexual preferences. Very open. Sometimes like a little too open, like calm down. What are you talking about? They let you know, man, come on, man. Do we gotta reveal some Cardi B lyrics and all of the women that fool with Cardi B? Like, if you listen to these songs that these women are bumping, they are telling you what they prefer sexually in the music. Hence, they rapping the lyrics out. So what are these people talking about? Like women are afraid to let you know what they prefer sexually. Man, they listening to the music that's letting you know what they prefer, and they rapping the lyrics, and then they quote the lyrics on Facebook. No, like these women ain't afraid to let you know this type of stuff. Like, what is people, man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that, man. We gotta stop doing that. If anything, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. If anything, people talk about women being afraid to talk about their sexual preference and the backlash they would receive or they will receive. I like how it's never really talked about on the man side. And I hate to play that. I hate to play that type of divisive role, but that's an actual fact. When it comes to sexual preferences, again, people over here talking about how women are, man, I know a lot of dudes, and this may be revealing a lot of information, man, but some dudes, some dudes feel like they can't fulfill a lot of these requirements that these women have sexually. And it creates an insecurity amongst dudes, amongst men. I know plenty of men that have suffered from that. But in the society that we live in, as men, we have been, again, programmed to say, well, you can't speak about that because you will get labeled soft. So women can come out and they can talk about these things, but if a man comes out and talks about it, they gonna label him soft. We gonna get dragged through the mud. We gonna get dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Let a dude come out and express how he feels like he can't satisfy a woman sexually. Then all the women gonna drag the dude. Oh, his thing must be small. He must have his thing must be the size of a shrimp. They gonna start flaming this dude. They gonna start flaming this dude about physical body parts that he really don't have any control over. You know what I'm saying? I have seen men, I have seen the world drag men through the mud for having erectile dysfunction. I have seen women drag men through the mud for erectile dysfunction instead of trying to tell them things to eat and do to get that situation fixed. Naturally, I done seen people drag, oh, he couldn't get it up. He couldn't get it up. Dude, maybe because he's unhealthy. Maybe you should tell him what he needs to eat instead of dragging him through the mud. So these are the things that I have seen women drag men through the mud for, and nobody discusses that. But then when she comes out here, and Jada talks about what she talks about, and then when we say we tired of hearing her talk about it, then now all of a sudden they playing the role of victim, and women can't talk about their sexual preferences, and this is why women don't do this, that, and the third. Come on, man, stop playing with us. I'm a black man. We can't touch on that. We can't reveal some of these things to the public, man, because they finna bash us. Whole world gonna judge a man if he feel like he can't satisfy a woman and he speaks on it. Like, no, we can't talk. We can't come. We literally cannot talk about that. You literally cannot be a man talking about, I don't feel like I can satisfy women sexually. Boy, you might not ever be able to get a woman after that. You might not ever be able to get a woman after that, man. It's gonna be so many question marks. That woman might literally not deal with you. Your women might stop dealing with you off the strength of that, man. You got to be mindful as a man, in regards to what you talk about when it comes to sexual preferences and sexual performance and all of that, man. It's a lot more pressure on men in that regard that people want to acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's so many ways that we get bashed out here. Like, you can't get it up. Boom. It's the size of a shrimp. Boom. If you don't last long enough, boom. Like, all of these things are revolving around the dude. You know what I'm saying? So if you out here getting, just imagine what that does to a man. Is not even just the ego, pride, just the insecurity level and things along those lines, man. Stuff that we gotta like live with. You know what I'm saying? But no, people just bash us. That stuff is cool. Oh, you can't get it up. You got erectile dysfunction. It's cool to bash him instead of just telling him what to eat and telling him that what he eats impacts that situation. No, we gonna bash him. We gonna tell all the homegirls the dude couldn't get it up. He was whacking bed. We do the same thing, and y'all already know the type of energy that we receive. Y'all know the type of energy that we receive. Better future. Jada basically, and she was, according to herself and according to other people, she was just speaking in general about being married and just expressing your sexual preferences to your partner, X, Y, and Z. And I bet I'm just getting tired of them like that. Like, Forget what she said and if it was misinterpreted or not. I'm just getting tired. I'm actually getting tired of both of them, honestly. But I'm definitely getting tired of Jada Pinkett, man. I'm just getting tired of them. Like, dude, we don't care. Like, stop. Like we don't care. Like some things don't need to be revealed to the public. The wife is in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. But nah, basically what Jada did again, she may have been speaking in general, which according to her, that's what she was doing, and according to others. And she could have been speaking in general, but she was talking about basically being married and expressing your sexual preferences to your partner and all of that type of stuff, man. I don't want to get in too much detail what she was talking about, but I'm just getting tired of them. I feel like a lot of things that they are doing, that especially her doing it for attention just to keep her name relevant, and she's making comments that she knows will get taken out of context, because you already know you got that history. So when you make certain statements, if you don't go out of your way to clarify them when you make them, then you know what you're doing in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you Jada Pinkett and people didn't already, you know what I'm saying, drug you through the mud for some previous statements, and then you come out and you talk about what you talked about, and you didn't kind of go out of your way to clarify what you were talking about, then you knew what you were doing. Then you waited to receive, to double back and clarify what you meant and how you was making a true statement and how it was taken out of context. You know what I'm saying? You had all the time in the world to just kind of clarify, because you should already know. You know what I'm saying? We already know how the public is. So what I would have did if I'm making a statement like that and I know my history and I done made mistakes in the past and people done drug me through the mud in the past, when I make a statement like that, the first thing I'm going to say is I am speaking in general terms. What I'm about to say has nothing to do with my relationship with me and Will. That's what I'm going to do out the gate. Like, that's what I'm going to do out the gate. But like I said, the old school way is like, it's just certain things that you don't discuss to the public. It's certain things that you don't reveal to the public. You know what I'm saying? And it's certain topics that you don't get in too much detail about in the public. You know what I'm saying? When you when you marry, when you're in relationships, it's just certain things that you don't touch on, man. We breaking the code because we in this social media publicity thirsty era, man. Everything, we want all the views, we want to keep our name relevant, we want all the attention. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of era that we are in. We are in this attention thirsty era. You know what I'm saying? We want attention, we want views, we want that. You know what I'm saying? So we willing to talk about any and everything. It's like, dude, where's the privacy? Where are the things that we keep between ourselves, between our families? You know what I'm saying? Why are we revealing everything to the public? Why are we revealing everything to the world? Why? Why are we continuing to do that? It's certain things that, again, behind closed doors, that's what we talk about. That's what we discuss. I don't have to discuss certain things to other people. Even if they ask me, man, there's certain ways that I can be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into too much detail about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable discussing that with you all. Like, I don't feel like it's none of y'all business. Some things, it's just none of the people's business. Point blank, period. Some things are just none of people's business. And I don't care, listen, I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how many, like, I don't care about any of that. Some things people do not need to know. Just do not need to know. Lolita, I actually just made some of my powders. I'm waiting on my labels. So my labels should be here tomorrow or Saturday, possibly. Once the labels get here, definitely got you on the powders, though. You know what I'm saying? We revealing all this stuff to the public, and then we get mad when the public comes at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you revealing this information to the public, you can't get mad at the attention that you will receive. You can't get mad at the people interpreting it how they want to interpret it. You know what I'm saying? Once you reveal these things to the public, now it's fair game. When you reveal something to the public, it's now fair game. You now fair game to get criticized, condemned, judged, whatever the case may be. It's now fair game because now it's out to the public. So again, when you release these things out to the public, quit crying about it. You did it on purpose. You did it intentionally. You wanted that attention. Now you got it. Don't cry about it. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you were doing. Kev, man, everything is peace, man. Everything is peace, man. I'm just getting tired of nonsense, man. We got bigger issues out here, and we want to talk about, as black people, we want to talk about things like sex and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, we got a lot of things out here. Black women getting killed over where I'm at. Black women getting kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole sex worker epidemic popping off around here, man. They trying to recruit young black girls to be sex workers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this type of stuff is out here happening. And we out here keep talking about sex and entanglements and things like that, man. We got bigger issues that we need to shed light upon. Forget all of this nonsense, man. If you having problems with your marriage and relationship, hey, deal with those things behind closed doors. Quit crying to the public, quit talking to the public, and leaving everything up for speculation. You know what I'm saying? Then getting mad when we speculate. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, man. If I speak in general terms about a relationship, what's the first thing people gonna do? People gonna start judging my relationship. They gonna start thinking what I said is in reference to my relationship, my marriage, and things like that. So when you speak in general terms about certain things, when you married in a relationship, you know what's gonna happen. If I speak in general terms about it, people gonna automatically start assuming it has something to do with my situation, whether it's right or wrong. That's what people gonna do. So you gotta know that, man. You gotta know and understand that. So when you make general terms like that revolving around these things, people are going to do exactly that. They gonna line it up with your situation. They gonna say, dude must be speaking about his situation. Even if you feel like you speaking in general terms, they still gonna apply it to your situation. They're gonna be like, well, why would he make a statement like that? It has to be something that he's dealing with. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Right, for sure, man. These are the things that's happening, man. These are the things that's happening. And we out here worried about, you know what I'm saying? We out here worried about women not being able to express themselves, you know what I'm saying, as far as what they prefer sexually. When that is not right and exact, man. Women, every time I look up, honestly, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. It seems like more women are out here letting the world know what they prefer sexually than dudes. So again, y'all can miss me with that, man. These women are out here openly letting you know what they prefer. I mean, really, listen to your most mainstream woman artists. They are letting the world know what they prefer. And I'm telling you, women are rapping these lyrics verbatim. So again, they rapping these lyrics and they really feeling these lyrics. They are letting you know what they prefer. So stop that, man. Stop that. Stop that. These women are open in regards to what they prefer sexually. They are open. Like, they are open. I'm telling you, listen, they are open. So I want to know what world people living in where they think that women are afraid to express themselves in regards to what they prefer sexually. I still want to know. I still want to know where people that came up with that at. I really want to know where somebody came up with that. Like I have not seen that. That is not the world we live in. I have not seen that at all. I have not seen that. I have not come close to witnessing that type of reality. Women are out here letting you know what they prefer sexually. They out here letting you know. Oh, to Renzo, for sure. For sure. Definitely acting it out on the first date, man. Definitely acting it out on the first date, man. Cultivator Sports, peace. What's happening? Brother, for sure. And to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? That goes on to my point. That's actually why some of these women get screwed over. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of these women make bad decisions, because they only dealing with certain dudes because they getting pleased sexually. So if we really being honest, if we really being completely honest, that's one of the reasons why some women are out here getting played, getting tricked, getting did dirty, getting dogged out, because they are only with some dudes because they are getting satisfied sexually. They fulfilling all the sexual preferences, but nothing else though. So that's one of the reasons why some of these women are getting played, because overly focused on sexual preferences. So let's be honest with you. Let's be honest. Like let's be honest. Like let's be completely honest. That's one of the reasons why some women are out here getting manipulated. And that's one of the reasons why some dudes feel like they can easily get a woman if they just satisfy them sexually. Because some women are out here speaking it as if that's the reality. Some women are actually speaking that like that's the reality. If they just get satisfied sexually, then they can shut them up, they can control them, they can manipulate them, they can dog them out, they can do what they want to do, they can have their way with them. Like, again, that's because these women are overt out here in regards to sexual preferences, being too pushy, like all this type of stuff, man. And that leads to you being manipulated, getting dogged out. Because you had all you was focused on is your sexual preference, being satisfied sexually. Then somebody gave you that and that blinded you from everything else that you needed. And again, once it was time to actually try to connect with said individual, you realized there was no connection because all you was after initially was that sexual satisfaction. It was that sexual satisfaction. And once you got that, you realized there was no substance behind the sexual satisfaction. And now you looking stupid. Now you looking stupid. Craig, for sure, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Shantae, you say, so we out there, but you also have to think, Jada is a little older, so of course we had ratchet rappers back then, but being so blatant sexually, I feel like it's fairly new. Yeah, it's definitely crazier now because we got social media. We got social media. Like that's the crazy thing about it. Oh, Lorenzo, I already know. Yeah, I already know you get called crazy for that for sure. For sure. And again, you can look up what Jada said. Initially, you're gonna hear what's being said and probably think, oh, this is a good conversation. There's nothing wrong with what she said. But again, my whole issue is I just would like for her to please shut up for once. That's my problem. Like, be quiet. Like, I feel like she's continuing to try to make her name irrelevant. Just be quiet. Like, she's never trying to make her name relevant in a like extra positive light. It's always revolving around this messy nonsense with her relationships and their marriage and all that type of stuff, man. Like, I just need Jada to like be quiet for once. Like, please shut up when it comes to this subject matter. Just shut up for once. Like, that's what I'm on. It's just like, you know how you just get, you know what I'm saying? Some people, you just get tired of hearing a person. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, that's where I'm at with the J. Like, what? Like, just shut up. Just please, just be quiet for once. Like, when that just passed, I don't want to talk about that, man. I just don't even want to hear what you, please. And then when the world misinterprets what you said, now you got a problem. Like, just shut up, though, man. Just shut up. I'm just getting tired of making her. I'm just getting tired of her making it look like they having to just be quiet about y'all marriage, man. Get y'all some help on the low and either improve or just disconnect or something, man. Goodness. Like all this crying to the public, just I don't know, man. Just don't be sitting well with me, man. Like I get tired of adults doing that type of stuff, man. When it comes to like relationships, man. Either you about to be with, like, listen, ain't nobody forcing y'all to be together. You know what I'm saying? So she may have made a general statement, but in my eyes, man, that general statement stems from something. You made that generalized statement for a reason. Then she wanted to double back and say, well, there's nothing wrong with her and Will's sex life and things like that. But that's how the public took it. But again, it's almost like when a person makes a joke, but that joke stems from a truth. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she made a generalized statement, but I feel like that generalized statement stems from how she truly feels. Now, of course, I could be wrong, but I mean, that's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in relationships like that, and you make statements like that, man, it's always stemming from something. And you were out here in entanglements, and y'all are out here in open marriages or whatever y'all want to refer to it as. So, like, again, you can't be mad at the public for assessing your history. Then you start talking about, you know what I'm saying? You start talking about that situation, and then people be like, Dad, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? In reference to Will and whatnot. Like, we assessing your history. We assessing what has went on in your history in regards to your marriage and relationship. So you can't be mad at us for that. You can't be mad at us for that. You know, so that this type of stuff is getting on my nerves, man. A bunch of just adults just feel like people just be crying on social media, crying to the public. It's like, dude, just fix your situation. Move on or deal with it. Like, what do you want to do? Like, I'm not finna keep crying to the public. I'm not finna keep coming on here talking about my relationship, how rough it is. Man, I'm not gonna keep doing that, man. I'm not gonna keep doing that. If I feel like the situation is that rough to where every time I get on the public, talk to the public, I'm making it seem like this is the roughest situation in the world, then I'm gonna go ahead and remove myself from the situation so I can be happy in that peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force myself to be in a situation where every time I get out into the public and I'm talking about it, it seems miserable. Every time Jada Pinkett talk about her situation with Will, it seems miserable. Not once have I really heard them talk about their situation and it felt good. Like, oh man, they that's what's up. Every time they talk, it seems like it's miserable. It's like, dude, if y'all both miserable, like leave, forget this open marriage nonsense. It sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? If the situation is that miserable, the way y'all making it seem, y'all obviously not satisfying one another. It's just that's what it sounds like to me. So it's time for y'all to move on, man. We don't want to keep seeing old adults, man. Y'all in y'all 50s just crying. Like, dude, move on. Ain't nobody forcing y'all to be together, man. Ain't nobody forcing y'all to be together. It gets annoying, man. Like I said, it's other things to talk about, man. And that's the type of stuff that we on. Like, again, nobody's forcing y'all to be in that type of situation. Not one person. So that's the thing, man. When women and men start talking about sexual preferences, and when they start talking about not being satisfied, not being pleased by the other, you know what I'm saying, by the other side, it's like, dude, nobody is forcing you to deal with that situation, though. You know what I'm saying? I could see if you was talking about something that somebody was forcing you to deal with. But when you start talking about things like that, nobody is forcing anybody to be with somebody that's not satisfying them. Nobody is forcing that situation. Nobody is forcing your hand there. You know what I'm saying? If you're not being satisfied and a person ain't trying to satisfy you, who got a gun to your head? Who got a gun to your head? Who had somebody let me know who has a gun to your head saying, oh, you with a dude and he's not satisfying you sexually. Who has got a gun to your head telling you must remain with dude and then you must cry about it to social media? Ain't nobody, look, if that's high on your list and somebody is not fulfilling all the requirements, then go deal with somebody who is and see if they make you happy. Ain't nobody telling you to be with these people. So don't nobody want to hear you keep talking about it. My goodness, this world is garbage. Like, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the wrong things, man. Talk about the wrong things. Just most definitely. Let her tell it, she probably is. Then she get her daughter on the joint. You know what I'm saying? They had the daughter on that joint. Like, they had the daughter on that too. The daughter talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, all that whole entire family, I ain't never been like it. Some people just get on my like. It's a few people that I've never met, and I usually don't do this, but it's some people that just rub me the wrong way just off of the energy that they dish off on like social media and in the public. Like, P. Diddy is one of them. Can't stand that dude. You know what I'm saying? Just based off the energy that he dishes off. And then Jada Pinkett now, like they whole look annoys me. Like, come on, man. But again, we talking about it, then we program to bash women. Man, I have defended, listen, I have went to, so again, when people say that, oh man, we in a society now where y'all just program to make the woman a villain. Shut up. Whoever writing stuff like that needs to shut up. Because y'all know my background. I have defended women on this stream that I got a lot of flack for defending. When Sha'Carri Richardson was doing what she was doing, who was one of the ones that was defending her? Me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to, people need to shut up talking about we always trying to make the woman a victim or the villain. Like, be quiet. Because that's not always the case. Sometimes some people just need to shut up. Point blank, period. Sometimes some people just need to be quiet. Because it's miserable. It's just too much miserable energy coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's just an actual fact. You know what I'm saying? That's just an actual fact. Sometimes some people just need to shut up. Like for real. Like if you will, like you Will Smith, like I'm starting to look at Will like, man, Will, you tell be quiet. Tell her, I mean, listen, you put your foot down, man. Like, listen, hey man, you talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Like you seriously talking too much. Like this is getting ridiculous. Like it's something we need to chill. Let's talk about something else. We got plenty of other things that we can talk about, man. Let's quit talking about this right here, man. Let's get this fixed behind closed doors. But we don't need to keep talking about this in the eye of the public. For real. But again, man, man, like, listen, man. don't even get me started on Will Smith's role in this particular situation. Don't even get me started on that, man. But Will, man, like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not finna keep letting that go down. Like something gonna have to give. Something gonna have to give. Ain't nobody, it's almost like it's public humiliation at this point, man. It's like people looking at Will like, dude, what you like people looking at Will like you got to be the weakest dude on the planet. It's like she able to say whatever she want to say, and it's like no matter how it seems, man, she can come out here and say she still desires to be with Tupac, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell her to shut up. Listen, Shahrazad, where is Shahrazad? Listen, where's she at? Shahrazad Ali, where's she at? Because she'll tell Jada Pinkett to shut up. Shahrazad Ali, she'll be telling Jada Pinkett, hey, she needs to shut up. Shahrazad Ali, she would agree with me. So where's she at? Where's she at? That's who I need to go find. She will tell her to shut up. Shahrazad Ali from the old school, she would be telling Jada Pinkett to please be quiet. Please be quiet. She would right now be telling Jada Pinkett to please be quiet. That's what would be happening. That's what would be happening. That's what she would be on. You know, like somebody go find her. Because again, the reason why I say find her, go find her because again, she comes from that era. She probably older than, I know she older than Jada Pinkett, but still, elder woman that tell Jada, shut up, shut up. And man, it's just ridiculous. Like I saw it. I did the knowledge a little bit to the interview, and I'm just like, why? And then, like I said, they always try to they always turn it into we trying to make the woman out to be the villain. They always try to make it something that's divisive. When at the end of the day, like I said, if somebody hears what I'm saying, then they gonna automatically just assume that I got some disdain for black women. When again, if they did the knowledge to all of my streams, I support black women all the time. But I'm not about to support black women when I feel like they are in the wrong. I'm not about to support white women when I feel like they are in the wrong. I'm not about to support anybody when I feel like they are in the wrong. So people don't understand that. I'm for my people, but that don't mean I'm not gonna ever criticize my people when I feel like some things are being done that's incorrect, or some things some things are being done that's not to my liking. And again, it's my opinion, it's my perspective, it's how I see it. So I'm not walking around like what I'm saying is law. But I just feel like just based off the old school, based off of things that were taught to me when I was a youngin', it's just certain things that you don't discuss to the public. You don't let other people know. You don't let other people in on your business when it comes to certain topics. That's one of the topics. You could be, listen, back in the day, like my grandparents and things like that could have been having the most rockiest marriage of all time, but you would not have known it because they're not revealing this information. You know what I'm saying? We the grandkids. Even their own kids don't even be knowing how rough things are. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. Man, I don't know what's going on sexually with my parents. Never knew. I'm 30 going on 31, and I don't want to know. But Will Smith's kids, they kind of know what's going on with their people sexually. Come on, man. Like, we don't be wanting to know that. We don't be wanting to know that. Keep this type of stuff concealed to the best of your abilities. Keep this type of stuff concealed to the best of your abilities, man. Like, it's certain things that we don't reveal, we don't discuss. It's not for the world to know. It's just not. Brother, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain things, man. We just gotta chill, man. That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta, and that's why I say social media can be the blessing and it can be the curse. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Because we be wanting, we be wanting all these views, and sometimes these views can generate money sales. So we feel like we gonna reveal everything and be transparent to a fault. You know what I'm saying? So we be saying things to get these views, to get the publicity to a fault. It's just some things, even in the age of social media, you know what I'm saying? Even in this age, it's still some things that I feel like we need to keep in private. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep behind closed doors. We don't have to reveal everything. Like these people that will never meet you in life don't need to know certain things about your life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we still need to stick to some type of code in regards to what we reveal to the public. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some things I feel like world don't need to know. And that's just my honest assessment. That's just my honest opinion. And then, like I said, we gonna deal in equality. We gonna deal in equality with the criticism. Again, when it's a young boy that's out here preying on, when it's not a young boy, when it's an older man preying on the vulnerability of a younger woman, we call them a predator. We call them all type of stuff that they deserve. But when it's a woman doing that, we finna call them the same thing. We calling them the same thing. Like we gonna call Jada P. If you preying on a young man that is emotionally vulnerable, we gonna call you out. And once we call you out, like we are going to judge your character based off of these type of decisions that you have made in the past. We gonna do it. TJAI for sure. Brother, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say the blessing and the curse. The blessing and the curse when it comes to social media. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tool, just like everything else. You can take the tool, you can do some good with the tool, you can fix things with a tool. You know what I'm saying? A hammer, man, you can build with a hammer, but you can also kill with one too. That don't make the hammer bad. You know what I'm saying? Social media is the same way, but a lot of times people get too thirsty on social media. They get addicted to the attention that social media can bring. You know what I'm saying? And they start getting carried away with the revelations, you know what I'm saying, in their lives. So any and everything. You got certain celebrities, man, that they don't even want the world to know, like, about their kids. But y'all, with that being said, man, my client just pulled up. So I'm gonna probably finish this joint off tomorrow, possibly. I'm gonna get this gym ready. I appreciate y'all tapping in. And I'm gonna do part 2 of this possibly tomorrow. But I gotta get this gym ready, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy. Enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday. Peace.